This is very
By a landslide.
by a landslide. This is a dangerous one for Jake.
He needs to do it.
This is a dangerous fight for Jake. The kid has got balls the size of an axe.
135 pounds.
People are that I'm sparring and being able to see how good they are and knowing how good Tank is, it's actually going to be my toughest test to date.
Logan Paul has made it clear that he's deeply concerned about his brother Jake stepping into the ring with a newly transformed Gervonta Tank Davis, calling the fight one of the most dangerous moves of Jake's career. According to Logan, this isn't the same Tank Davis fans remember from the lightweight division. This version is stronger, heavier, and sharper than ever before. He pointed out that Davis has added serious muscle mass without losing his signature explosiveness, making him a much more complete and unpredictable fighter. Logan drew a comparison to his own bout with Floyd Mayweather Jr., noting how Davis now mirrors Mayweather's prime, combining lightning-fast speed, pinpoint precision, and elite ring IQ. He warned that what looks like a mismatch in Jake's favor due to size could instantly flip once the first few punches land. Logan believes Tank's timing, defense, and punching power could cause real trouble for Jake, especially if he underestimates the smaller man's explosiveness. His biggest concern isn't just about Jake's performance but also his safety and long-term career trajectory. In Logan's eyes, this fight could either cement Jake's legitimacy as a boxer or become the toughest and most punishing challenge of his entire fighting journey.
Gervonta Davis has been confirmed. Guys, this fight is actually happening. Jake is a plus 155 underdog going into the fight, taking the biggest risk he's ever taken. It's going to be on Netflix. Now, this fight I will watch.
This one's crazy.
Please give me the weight. Please give me the fucking weight.
It's an exhibition. There is no weight.
There'll be no guidelines.
There'll be agreed weight.
A range?
Yeah, there'll be agreed weight in the contract. It has to be. For Jake to come down. Correct.
What will it be?
It'll probably be 195, maybe 200. Still.
Bro, how is that possible?
I mean, bro, I did it with Floyd. You guys don't understand. Exhibitions are a real thing now. As long as people are watching, that's the metric.
Yes.
You know how tall? You know how tall Gervonta is?
I think he's like 5'5". Not even.
He's 5'5".
Bro, okay, but look, you want to know what's going to happen in that fight? Because I'll tell you, too. Tell us. Because I did the same thing. I fought a really crafty, much smaller fighter. His name was Floyd Mayweather. He's a young Floyd, protege of Floyd.
In the prime, in his prime.
Yes.
Well, close, right?
No, Gervonta's, I think he's still in his prime.
That's what I'm saying.
I would, bro.
This is a different fight than you and Floyd.
This is very
By a landslide.
By a landslide. This is a dangerous one for Jake.
He needs to do it.
This is a dangerous fight for Jake. The kid has got balls.
Analysts are raising concerns over the weight considerations for the upcoming Gervonta Davis versus Jake Paul fight. While Davis usually competes at 135 lbs and walks around much lighter, some commentators speculate he could step onto the scale closer to 160 pounds for this matchup. This projected weight jump, a 25-pound increase over his typical fighting weight, would narrow the size gap between him and Jake Paul, potentially making the fight more dangerous for Paul. By increasing his weight, Davis could enhance his power-to-weight ratio, giving him a stronger physical advantage. This could make the bout significantly riskier for Paul, who has a much heavier frame but may not have the same speed or explosiveness as Davis at higher weights. The fight's outcome could hinge on how well Davis adapts to the added weight and whether his power translates effectively when facing a larger opponent like Jake.
Concerned about with Gervonta Davis. As we know, big exhibition coming up November 14th. We are going to do a live stream watch party for that. I don't know in what way, but we got to make it special. You guys know when I do these watch parties, they are insane. We want to have some guests. We may do a 24-hour. I'm not sure. Leave in the comments what you want to see. But we may be seeing the formulation of a game plan and tactics from this training footage from Gervonta Davis. And I think I may understand the key of what they want to do, how they want to go about it, and why Jake Paul might be in more trouble than I originally thought. What do I mean? The breakdown. Let's go.
He is the star of the weight concept.
All right, so Calvin Ford, coach for Gervonta Davis, has been for pretty much since Gervonta started boxing. Sat down with Marcos over at Fight Hub. Shout out to Marcos for the footage, man. He's always killing the game with interviews and everything else. He sat down with Marcos, and they talked about Tank and potentially what he will do after the Jake fight, why he's doing the Jake fight, and what their biggest concerns are, which your biggest concerns end up being what you turn into your biggest weapons. The things you're most concerned about, you look to exploit because that's usually the other person's greatest strength, and behind it's their greatest weakness. So I'm going to take a look at this interview and show you guys why I think Jake might actually be in a little more trouble than I originally thought with this fight, and why I'm going to be more excited to see what Tank brings if the mindset is where I think it is.
So how are we with everything, man? How's Tank been?
A good headspace. Great headspace.
Showbizz the Adult set the record straight about Gervonta "Tank" Davis, emphasizing that he's far from the lightweight image people often imagine. In reality, Tank is a powerhouse packed into a compact frame, muscular, dense, and built purely for explosiveness. Showbizz explained that this unique build allows Davis to generate tremendous power despite standing shorter than most of his opponents. What makes him dangerous isn't just raw strength, but how efficiently he uses it. His conditioning, core balance, and impeccable control of distance let him unleash knockout shots with frightening accuracy. Even when facing fighters who appear bigger on paper, Davis's natural athleticism and explosive muscle structure give him the upper hand in physical exchanges. Showbizz noted that Tank's punches carry the kind of thudding power you'd expect from much larger men, a rare trait in the lower weight divisions. He moves like a lightweight but hits like a welterweight, combining speed, precision, and raw power in a way that confuses and overwhelms opponents. So, calling him small is not just inaccurate, it's dangerously misleading. Tank might fight in lighter divisions, but he possesses the body, power, and ferocity of a much larger, elite-level athlete.
That type of weight. He's a bowling ball. He ain't no guy like you guys say. They take you wait to say he's a guy. But I got more receipts. Do you guys remember what? 2 years ago against Mario Barrios to make 140? He was coming down in weight. 144.1. Weighing in at 144 plus. I even got more receipts for you guys. Remember against Ryan Garcia, right? You saw him backing on snacky cakes and all kinds of Skittles and shit, you know, for the all access with him versus Ryan Garcia. This was like episode 2 or something. It was hilarious. But he goes to the store and they have to weigh him. And in that store, he weighs 150 pounds.
Okay, thank you.
How much I weigh?
154.
154?
Yes, sir.
All right, weigh me one more time.
150.
150? What is on? All right, bet.
The most famous audio mix that the War Room made famous that we sent out and it went viral when Team Tank said that Gervonta Tank Davis walks around at 160 pounds.
He ain't gonna never want to fight at 135 again. We can walk around with him. Walk around? Well, he get up big,
The fight between Gervonta "Tank" Davis and Jake Paul has stirred up a whirlwind of opinions in the boxing world. Some believe it's a necessary spectacle, a money-making opportunity that doesn't harm the sport, while others feel Tank is taking a dangerous detour from his true path to greatness. Legendary figures like Robert Garcia and Clarissa Shields question the timing of the fight, urging Davis to focus on the marquee matchups that could define his legacy, such as clashes with Shakur Stevenson or Teofimo Lopez. They argue that fighting Jake Paul in an exhibition may dilute Davis's standing among boxing purists, leaving him with an unfinished story in a sport that thrives on challenging the best. On the other hand, others like Showbizz the Adult and veteran trainer Garcia offer a more balanced take. They understand the appeal of the exhibition. Tank makes money, builds interest, and stays relevant, but they emphasize that Davis hasn't yet faced the kind of opponents that would cement his legendary status. The fight with Jake Paul is an opportunity for fans to see Tank's true power, but it could also carry the risk of wasting precious years of his prime, fighting a spectacle instead of the world-class fighters fans expect. Ultimately, it's about legacy. Will Davis continue to build on his, or will he choose a flashy payday over a meaningful fight? So, what do you think? Is Tank Davis making a smart move by taking this fight now, or is he skipping a crucial chapter in his career? Drop your thoughts below, and if you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to hit that like button, share, and subscribe for more insider content on the world of boxing.